Well, hey guys, I hope you're enjoying your Friday. I've got a little bit of work for you, but I hope you're doing well. Hope you're not overloaded, and I hope that what I give you is not going to make you feel overloaded. Okay. So let me tell you what it is you're going to do today and where we are kind of in this process. So last time I gave you an assignment, I asked you to do your initial research for your Pachachka, and at this point, there are only 3 of you who've actually submitted that. I'm not worried. I'm not freaked out about that, because I understand this is an elective and you might be prioritizing other things. Do make sure you don't get behind on this, because especially with this assignment, that can start to happen. Okay. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to drop an assignment that I'm going to give you a full week to work on. And that's true for 2 reasons. One reason is that this is an elective and I don't want to overwhelm you with work, okay, because math, science, social studies, English ought to be the things that are taking up the most of your time. The other thing is that this is actually going to take you a little while to do, probably. Okay, so I wouldn't wait until the very last minute to get it done. I would want to go ahead and jump on it as soon as you can. There are still a couple of you who haven't sent me your Pachachka topics. If that's you, you're going to need to get on that sooner than later, or you're going to fall really far behind. Okay. If you've submitted a Pachachka topic and I haven't gotten back to you yet, I'm actually going to look at those again right after I record this. But if you're still waiting on me and you think you might have slipped through the cracks, go ahead and shoot me an email and I'll send that to you. Okay. So let me show you what I'm going to drop in your Google Classroom in just a minute. This is something that is very familiar to you. You've probably seen this many, many times, although this is slightly different. Let me fix a typo that's bugging me. There we go. You're going to see a Pachachka outline template. Now you might say, Mr. Gallion, that looks just like the thing we did before, except supporting details is one big block rather than multiple blocks. Yeah, that's true. So let me tell you what you're going to do and why we're going to use this before we go into PowerPoint and start dropping images in there. So I told you when I showed you that initial Pachachka that you need to make sure you've got the cart. You don't have the cart before the horse. The horse has to go before the cart. And the story, the research, the information is the horse. It's got to pull the cart. So what I want you to do is to take some of that research you did in the last assignment, and then any other research you've got, and yes, there may be research you're not showing me. That's fine. Okay. And I want you to start dropping it into this. So you're going to see this. You're going to make a copy of that. Don't leave the word intro in there. You're just going to start typing, and you're going to say, let's see here. The introduction of the computer was, I don't know, whatever. Okay. So you're going to just drop that in there and give me all the information you need. You're more than welcome to change the font size. In fact, you're probably going to have to do that in order to fit everything in there. That's fine. Then you're going to tell me what's your first big idea. And then you're going to go to supporting details. Now, you're going to dump in this supporting details chunk pretty much everything that you've got that might go in there. It is perfectly acceptable to cut things as we move on, because remember, you are only responsible for 10 slides. That's really not that much. 3 minutes and 20 seconds is going to go by at a pretty good clip. But go ahead and put your information in here. It's better to have too much and to cut it down to what's necessary than to have too little and stretch it out to make it, painful when we watch it. For that reason, you may not actually need a third main idea, which is what's going on here. And you may not then need supporting details for that other main idea, because that's going to be an issue. So let me point this out. Let me show you what I'm thinking. So if each of these sections is 1 slide, that means we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at least. You say, so we need at least 10 slides. Where are the rest going to come in? Well, they're probably going to come in from one of 2 places. Either your supporting details are going to be so jam-packed with information that you've got to spread this out to 2 or 3 slides or this out to 2 or 3 slides. Or you're going to say, man, I think I hit the big ideas I needed to. Let me give you another one. And then somewhere along the line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to have to get 2 extra slides somewhere, okay? But if you have this outline, at least you know where you're going and you can make those editorial decisions a little bit further on down the line, okay? If you have this, the thing we do next, which is just moving this into PowerPoint, is going to be so incredibly easy. Okay, it's going to be super, super simple, and I think you're going to be fine. So what you're going to see is that you're going to go to Google Classroom. You're going to get a copy of that outline. You're just going to fill that outline in. Let me strongly encourage you to include your sources in there, because you are going to need to cite sources. That'll just help you keep track of, where do I get this information? What do I need to do? And you should be really doing well. Okay. Again, you have until next Friday to get this done, and technically beyond that. I just don't want to get to the very end of the, this kind of quarantine period and have you be like, oh man, I have no assignment done for this whole thing. So you really need to get moving on that. You need to make sure you're keeping up with it, or we're going to have some issues. Okay. If you have any questions or any issues, if you're not sure what's going on, please shoot me an email. I'm always happy to help you, especially now when we're stuck at home. Okay, I think that's going to do it, y'all. Stay home, stay healthy. Let me know how I can help you, and I will talk with you soon. Bye.